outside the golf cart. That's Mackenzie. 2 wheels out on the grass. What an overtake. If he can make this stick, he might go right around and lead this little bunch.
Welcome to the last race of round 5. I didn't record the audio for this, so my memory is a little bit foggy as to what happened in this race, but I'll do my best to explain as we go along. So off the start, I just wanted to try and beat Ed. Ed's the car beside me, and I get a decent start, but not as good as Ed. Ed's able to hang it around the outside and pass me, which was a little bit disappointing. I wasn't too happy, but I had to let him go right there. And now I'm just trying to keep up with them, make sure they don't get away from me. It was a very bad start. Hopefully my starts next season are a lot better. I have got myself a new car, so I've sold this car, which is why I wasn't able to do the last round. And my new car is a Jacer FK6, so I'll do a video on the new car when it arrives in a couple of weeks from now, but this will be the last video of this season because I wasn't able to do the last round. I took that corner really badly, slowed down on the exit. I had to brake so that I didn't go off the road, which allowed Mark to get past. So at this point I was trying to make my car wide so Jeffrey couldn't get past, and I just wanted to protect myself so that Jeffrey couldn't get in front of me. So trying to get through this bit as quickly as possible, and then when I get on the straight I'm going to protect the inside so that Jeffrey has to go around the outside. Quite close, has a slipstream on me, so he probably had the pace to get past me, but protected the inside. He backs off so that he can get a good run out of here. I managed to do that corner pretty good, and not quite as good as him. You'll see he's still got a bit of a run on me. You can see that look in his eyes. He's just ready to make this overtake. So I'm going to again protect the inside line so that he has to go around the outside, and lucky for me he outbrakes himself and I don't have to worry about Jeffrey for the rest of the race. So that allowed me to now try and concentrate on catching back up to Mark and Ed. So you would have seen that yellow flag there. That was because on this corner the road was torn up a little bit, so we had to they gave us yellow flags. We weren't allowed to overtake in that corner just because the cones were out and we had a lot less track to work with. So I'm going to fast forward because it's a bit boring for a little bit. Ed and Mark are battling. I'm actually just hoping they battle as much as possible so that I'm able to get catch up. And then once I've caught up, then I'm now trying to think about what I'm going to do to get past. So my plan was to just on the straight here, show Ed that I was there, get him thinking about me a little bit, not concentrating 100% on what's going on in front of him. And as you see, has a bit of a moment there, gets it loose and then gets it off the track, which allows me to get past. And now let's just try and catch Mark. Mark's pretty good. He's out in open air, so he can just have his eyes forward and try and put in good lap time. So I knew it was going to be quite hard to catch up to him. He's a pretty good driver. So I'm going to fast forward while I try and get back into his draft. I'm just out of his draft, and even when I get back into his draft now, he does a couple of corners quite well and gets away from me again. So I'm going to keep fast forwarding until I'm right on his bum again, which I think I will be at the end of this lap. Oh, here we go. Here he has a moment, just a little lock up. That's enough for me to get past, and now it's just try and get away from him. I'm hoping at this stage that Ed's fighting spirit's going to come into play, and he's going to try and battle Mark as much as possible, which will allow me to get away. So I'm just checking my mirrors every now and then and just hoping that they're battling. So what else can I tell you? I've actually become a father in the last week, so that's also been some absolutely amazing stuff. And we will continue on. Ed is going to... No, I think actually what's going to happen is there's a guy ahead, one of our real fast drivers. There was something wrong with his car, and I can't remember for the life of me what it was now, but something was wrong with his car and he couldn't go full pace. And unfortunately, I wish I caught him at the straight where it didn't slow me down, but we come around this corner and I catch him coming up under the bridge, which made me have to go a little bit slower again, which was a bit of a bummer, having to go out the outside, but that's racing. Managed to get past, and I believe Ed and Mark got past pretty easily, so that was a bit of a bummer just where we caught him. I'll also apologise for this commentary on this video. I'm trying to do it in a rush while my new son's sleeping, so it will be a little bit unpolished compared to some other commentary because I'm not going to be editing it very much, so it'll just be what it'll be, but that's the brakes. Anyway, we're going to keep going, and up ahead is Scott. Now, Scott has a moment here, which I was very lucky to, again, iRacing helped a lot. I saw this coming, knew I had to come in early, hug that inside line, managed to do that. Ed and Mark were telling me they didn't even see what happened to Scott until they were there, so they were just lucky that Scott ended up where he did and they were able to go wide and get around him. So at this stage now, I'm just trying to push forward as fast as I can so that I stay ahead of these two guys, because I believe I'm in 5th position now, which is a really good result for me. So I think I'm just going to look at these guys for the rest of the video while I get away, and I'll tell you a bit about what's going on for next season. So I'm going to do one more video, which will be just a highlights video for this year, and I'm going to add up all my costs for my very first year of Formula V racing. So I'll look out for that. I'm not sure when that'll get done, but hopefully sooner rather than later. My new car should be coming in a couple of weeks. There's a few things I want to get done to it before the season starts, so I'll make some videos on what I'm going to get done to it. And the new season starts in March. I think it's the middle of March sometime, so I'm hoping to have a shakedown in the next month or so. My fist bumpness there, I only got 5th because of those 2 mistakes in front of me, but catching back up to Ed and Mark, I was pretty proud, so that's why I did the fist bumps there. Anyway, I'm going to end this video and look out for the end of season highlights and wrap up of all the costs, and the video after that where I show you my brand new, well not brand new, but my new, brand new to me, my new Jacer. So have a good one, like, subscribe.